we should be recording. We should be streaming, not recording. Hello! Okay, my mic doesn't sound like a chipmunk.
Good. Just
Yep.
how does mine sound?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
Probably sounds fine because it sounds fine to me, and I'm just using the desktop audio for you.
Mhm.
So
Well, that's great.
yeah, boy. Yeah. So we're here. This is the first third and wrong in a while.
Yeah, it's been a
Um,
while for sure.
I think the last one we did was Die Hardest. Die Hardest.
Die Hardest,
Yeah,
which was a while ago.
a while ago. I actually meant to update because like that is not added to the third and wrong playlist. So I was looking at the playlist earlier and it is not on there. So I wasn't sure actually when that was.
So this
Um,
was your pick.
this was my pick. It is my pick. It
Why?
is
Why?
Dirty Movies.
Yeah,
Uh, why? That's a very
I'm
pointed
not. I'm
question.
not. That's not a judgment. I'm just asking. I don't remember why. Why did you pick this?
March 31st, 2024 was the last one. Why did I pick this? Um, good question. It
I
was
mean,
inspired.
that's March is quite a while ago. So.
Yeah, we have done a five bagger in between,
Mhm.
but I don't remember. Okay, so the reason I picked this, it was on my list. I mean, I've got a spreadsheet with tons of different series, and it was one of them. And one of the reasons was because I think one of the last three movies I picked was the Ingrid Bergman trilogy. That was a real
Mhm.
downer.
That was, yes it was, yes it was.
So I definitely wanted to go with something else, and I had a good third three movie trilogy, but it's too similar to the five movies that I want to get to eventually.
Mhm.
So I went with this, and also like I told you, I think I mentioned last time, but
Yeah.
Joe Dirt was an inspiration because my niece went by that sometimes. But
Yeah.
also the movie about Motley Crue called The Dirt was, I
Hmm.
think, the actual original inspiration. That movie is not part of this series of movies now, but that was an inspiration for going with that name
Hmm.
theme. So I saw that, and I saw there was Joe Dirt and Dirty Work. I ended up not going with The Dirt, um, although I did watch The Dirt.
I didn't, but
Have you have you seen it before?
no, I have not. I have not seen it, but I have. Our friend Busky has told me quite a bit about, weirdly, the book
Uh,
because he read it
sure.
and
Yeah.
told my mom a lot about what happens in it.
Okay.
So,
Interesting.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Do your mom and Busky chat often?
Every time I go back to America, yeah, they
Uh-huh.
they do talk, and he is himself. So
Uh-huh.
uh, inappropriate things always happen,
Mm-hmm.
and my mom is cool with it somehow. I guess I kind of eased her into Hey, you know what could be way crazier? Not me, someone else.
I'm not so bad after all.
Exactly.
Not to say Buster's bad. He's just out
No,
there.
he's not.
He's out
He's
there,
great.
man.
He's yes, he's just there's no filter
Mm-hmm.
of read the room.
Uh-huh.
Type he doesn't read a room. He just
Nope. Uh,
cannonballs a room.
anyway, the three movies in this trio of movies, we should say first is the movie 1985's The Dirt Bike Kid,
Mm-hmm.
starring Ralphie from A Christmas Story.
Uh-huh.
Next, 1998's Dirty Work. So we've gone from the 80s to the 90s. Dirty Work starring Norm Macdonald. And then we jump ahead to 2001's Joe Dirt with David Spade in the lead role. The titular character, Joe Dirt. In addition to these three movies, I also watched Joe Dirt 2 and I watched The Dirt. So this could have technically have been a five movie series for me, but
Yeah, you put in a lot of work. I only did the minimum.
it wasn't a lot of work because all of these movies are very short.
Oh yeah, yeah. The three I watched are extremely short.
Mhm. And Joe Dirt 2 is not particularly long, and The Dirt I don't think was very long either. Like it's regular length.
Mhm. I don't want to put any spoilers in there, but it is surprising to me that there is a Joe Dirt to me.
Is it?
Well, okay, yeah, yeah, yes and no.
Uh-huh.
You want to get into the first one,
Sure.
or you want to
What?
go just all over the place?
Let's start with. Nah, we don't need to do them chronologically. Let's start with your least favorite movie of these trio.
Oh, least favorite. My least favorite. Oh boy. I think it's the Dirt Bike Kid. I think it's the first one. I
Ab-
really didn't like
absolutely. Uh,
that. I
Me
really
too.
had a hard time with that.
I feel strongly, which is crazy because none. First of all, spoilers. None of these movies are good,
No, they're all bad.
but the worst of them is the Dirt Bike Kid by far. It's unbelievable.
It's really bad.
It's
It's
so bad. I was excited for some cheesy '80s fun kid centric kid star movie. I was like,
yeah.
okay, cool. I grew up there. I watched those as a kid, and uh, I thought, okay, this is one I missed. 1985. I was 5 years old. Only a couple of years later, I was watching all kinds of more adult style movies, but I still enjoyed these kind of
Sure.
kids movies at that time. And I thought, okay, cool, I'm ready. Peak '80s fucking action kid movie, sign me up. And it was terrible. The acting is terrible. The story is terrible. Everything
The
is
story makes
terrible.
no sense.
And they act like there cannot be a single scene in this movie that was more than one take. Like there's so many
Oh, yeah,
mistakes and like
probably.
he stutters and like I don't think
Uh-huh.
it's supposed to be part of his character. I think he's just like bad at acting. It's weird.
Yeah, one of my notes says, "I wish I could make the turn into this being so stupid it is fun,
Mm,
but it's just stupid."
mm-hmm,
Like it's like right on the cusp of being so bad it's fun,
mm.
but it never gets there.
No.
It's just bad. It's It's so
It's
bad.
just bad. Yeah, it is just bad. There's one good scene in the whole movie, and it's one shot basically where the dirt bike is in the jail cell.
Uh-huh.
I actually laughed at that. I was like, oh yeah, that's cool, but it's bad.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah,
Uh,
I tried to think, if I had watched this as a kid, do I think I would have liked it back then? And I don't think so. I don't think I would have even liked it then.
no, I don't. I also had the same thought, and I don't think I would have liked it as a kid either.
Hmm.
Like, I feel like I would have known, like, this is a bad movie. This is not good. Because, like, in my notes, I was like, oh, this kind of has, like, Christine vibes.
Hmm.
And then I was like, oh, wait, hold on. Maybe it's E.T. Because there's, like, the flying part. I was like, oh,
Right.
wait, hold on. Actually, it's not
Hold on.
Christine, it's Herbie.
Oh sure, Herbie.
But
I could watch Herbie.
Herbie, I feel like I could watch Herbie. I haven't seen it in probably 30, 40 years.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I feel like Herbie, I think, would hold up. This
Oh,
is terrible. This is
for sure.
so bad.
Uh huh. I agree.
But
I
this is yesterday I was saying about baseball. I feel
mm.
like we should rename one of the teams to the Hodgkins Bank and then just rename all, because did you notice all of the like names on the back
No.
of the team? One of them was 24-hour teller was the
Uh
name on the back.
huh.
So just bank related phrases.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
that's what I was saying yesterday about the
Hodgkins Bank.
the bank, the baseball team. But yeah, we like the Gregs that we rename. I
Uh
feel
huh.
like maybe we should rename one of them Hodgkins Bank, and then yeah, for sure one of the kids, their name on the back of their shirt was 24 hour.
That is good. I did not notice. That would have
Was
that would have made the movie so much better.
I mean, because well, the other kid I couldn't tell, but the other kids also had weird
Hmm.
bank related names on their back.
I do have the note that he looked like JP rounding the bases because he lost his helmet.
Oh yeah.
My favorite line from the movie is near the end. He says, "I'm going down with my hot dogs flying."
I don't remember that.
It's good. It's a good line.
The very last thing I wrote
Hmm.
in my notes for this movie was, and I don't remember what this means,
Hmm.
but it says, I hope Brian used that shot with the dog butt.
Oh, I did not.
I don't know what that means. It's the last thing I wrote, so I guess it's near the end of the movie.
That sounds familiar. I did not use that. So when I do the third
I don't
wrong,
know what that is.
when if I was doing a five bagger, I would, because I take a bunch of screenshots of the movie, right, and
Mm,
it's on a loop. But for third and wrong, which you know because you watch every one of them back,
I do.
um, I
Multiple times.
I take usually I'll take like a screenshot of one of the characters from each movie or something like that. Depends on
Hmm.
what it is, like Dirty or what's it called, Die Hard. It's just John McClane
Yeah.
one time. But then like King Kong, it was each Kong. Like it's just pasted. There's no
Mhm.
what's it called uh, slideshow. There's no slideshow. So I have a shot of each of them on the thing, and in the background I picked from Dirt Bike Kid, and it's when he does a wheelie leaving the hot dog stand, and like there's a giant hot dog in the background.
Mm. I vaguely remember that.
I mean, if you watch the video, you'll see it.
Sure.
And the one of
Yeah, but
Norm Macdonald, he's sitting next to the popcorn machine.
well, that's the next movie,
Yep. And
which
then
we
Joe
should
Dirt
get.
is just a Joe Dirt. Hold on, I got a couple other things to say about
Oh,
that
you
movie.
have more to say about the Dirt Bike Kids? Okay,
Yeah.
lay it
So,
on me.
uh, his name in the movie is Jack, right? And at first I was like, cool,
Mm.
man, Jack. You don't hear kids named Jack very often. But then it's basically this is how bad the movie's plot is, okay? So it's set up to be Jack and the Beanstalk, right? His mom gives him money to go grocery shopping. He trades it for a dirt bike, right?
Oh, sure. I guess yeah.
Right? And I was like, oh shit, it's Jack and the
I did
Beanstalk.
not realize that. Okay. Huh. Yeah.
There's no giant in the movie. I guess it's the bank
No.
president, but it's not really like
Huh.
he's just a typical '80s kids action movie bad bank manager. Anyway, but
Mhm.
the dumbest thing about this entire movie is the magic dirt bike is presented to us by some old guy who shows up two times in the movie, right?
Yeah.
Once in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
beginning
Yeah.
when Jack gets the bike, and then at the end when like the bike goes to another kid. Like, the
Hmm.
dude is never explained who the fuck he is, and
Yeah.
the most important thing about the movie is the magic dirt bike is never explained in any way.
Nope. Not even a little bit.
Like you think, okay, oh, it's his dad is dead and is possessing this dirt bike, and like at the end he frees his dad's spirit or something. Nope. There's just no explanation for the magic dirt bike at all. There's just a magic dirt bike. And some old guy shows up and gives it to some kid.
Hmm.
What? It's awful.
Yeah. I I agree. Like I said,
Uh,
Christine, uh, the thing is sort of it doesn't really make sense, but it's
mhm.
explained.
uh,
E.T. and Alien, so
yeah, magic.
different. Herbie, I don't think Herbie's ever really explained though, which I think is the closest to this movie.
Hmm.
I don't think why Herbie is a, a sentient car, why that happened. I don't think that's ever really explained. I
Is it
don't
not?
I don't remember. I haven't seen Herbie in
It's been a
fucking
very long time
a
for me too, but
very long. Yeah.
I feel like he's like the ghost of a fucking race car driver or something.
Oh, is
No?
it? I mean, that might be. I mean, that would make sense. The Herbie is a very fast car
Uh huh.
in the movies, but I don't remember if he's explained why or why I mean why it is explained why Herbie is a weird sentient car.
Uh
But
huh.
yeah, it's it's never explained why that motorcycle is the way it is. Which is also in my notes. At the end, I was like, did I miss why this motorcycle is
Maybe not.
possessed?
Yeah, it's just a sentient Volkswagen Beetle.
There's no explanation?
Doesn't seem like it.
Huh.
Gonna have to watch all the Herbie movies now. Fuck.
I don't think that's what we need to do.
All right, so next
You
third
you
and
you
wrong
can do
is
that.
Herbie. How many Herbie movies do you think there are?
Oh God. Like, well, there uh the old ones or all of them?
All of them.
All of them? There's probably
There's two new ones. We'll say okay. So the old ones.
all right, well, okay, so I'll add two to whatever I think. I think there's gonna be so two plus
And the
oh
two
boy,
most recent
four. I
ones,
think there's six. Six. I think there's six Herbie movies.
including the two new ones, or
Yeah.
not?
Yes, including the two new ones. I think there's two new ones and four from the 60s, 70s, or whenever they were.
Hmm. Yeah.
What do you mean,
Correct.
yeah?
I
Oh, I
agree.
was actually right.
Yeah. There's four. The Love Bug, Herbie Rides Again, Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo, and Herbie Goes Bananas. We should. Oh man, the Shift F1 boys should definitely watch Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo for their Patreon stuff.
That was a complete guess. I had no idea. And there were
Then
two new ones?
there's the Love Bug, which was a TV movie and starring Bruce Campbell.
Oh,
Uh, and it's a part
what?
remake, part sequel to the first one, I think. And then Herbie Fully Loaded, which is like the only new uh, full on movie. That one has what's her name, Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Also, I got a flu shot, and every time I move my arm, it fucking hurts. But it also looks like I'm swole over here. Got I've got big old muscle now.
Nice.
All right, let's talk about this second terrible movie, which is
Oh,
which one? What do you think is the second worst movie of this trio?
okay. The second worst. Oh boy. Um, I'm gonna say it's Dirty Work.
Me too. I did not like Dirty Work. One of the reasons is I hate Artie Lang. He's awful.
Yeah, my first note says I don't want to watch this,
No. Now,
and then
now. Oh, go ahead.
can I? Did I go?
Yeah, yeah, go
And
ahead.
then my second note says also never been a big Norm fan, and I
Mm.
don't like Lang.
Yeah, I really dislike Artie Lang. Norm Macdonald. I've
Yep.
never been a fan, but I'm okay. I think his humor can be funny. Sometimes is funny, but it's not something I do not seek out his humor normally.
Yeah, yeah. I don't dislike him. I think he is funny or can be funny, but
Yeah,
he's not he's not my he's
not
not
your
my
guy.
type of he's yeah. But I don't dislike him. I do definitely think he's funny.
Yeah, but even like comedians that I do like that show up in this movie, like Chris Farley. I've liked some
Mm,
of his stuff, especially when he's with our next star, David Spade. They've made some good movies together. Um,
hmm.
he's not good in this movie either. He's not. I don't like his character. I don't like a lot of
Not
what
really in
happens.
this very much though.
A little bit, a little bit. He
But
has
yeah,
his nose bit off.
which sorry, I'm gonna jump straight to one of my last comments
Okay.
that says kind of crazy that Farley's nose looks better than Lang.
Mm.
If you have seen recent pictures of Artie Lang,
Oh yeah.
it's ugh, boy,
Yep.
rough stuff.
I had my doubts that you would finish watching this movie because it was so bad at times.
Yeah, well, hey, I made it. I did it. I made it to the end. But you are correct.
Uh-huh. I finally laughed at 49 minutes in,
Oh,
and I think it was the line he says. I think I can't remember who he's talking to, but he's like, "No, I can't do this thing, or I can't go with you, or whatever." And he says, "No, no, I have to go lift weights." What? It's like he, he questions his own excuse. I thought that was pretty funny. It's like, why would I say that? Yeah, that was funny.
uh,
Do you know
well,
who? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say the one part of this movie that made me laugh
Hmm.
was when they break into the house and are putting the fish everywhere,
Uh-huh.
and then the like drug gangster guys come in and they hide, and they're both just holding
Just
fish. And, the, and, the, and there's just gunshots and just oh my god,
yeah, that was pretty funny.
that really got me.
Uh, yeah,
That's
that scene was
that's
good.
really stupid.
Yeah, the whole hiding fish had no real meaning there, but yeah, it was that was funny. I agree. Do
Yeah.
you know who directed this movie?
Oh no, I do not.
This movie was directed by Mr. Bob Saget.
Oh, all right. That
Yeah.
scene makes more sense then.
Uh huh. Exactly.
Actually,
That is my. I said, wow, this is directed by Bob Saget. Makes sense.
huh?
But yeah, this is a bad movie. However, the premise of the movie, I think the premise could be a good movie. The kid who is good at revenge turns it into a job as an adult. I think that could have been a better movie. It's just it doesn't work in this one for me.
I also have that same note
Hmm.
in my notes. I was like, I think this could have been a good movie,
Hmm.
but it
It's
was
not.
put in the wrong hand. I didn't say put in the wrong hands, but that's yeah.
Yeah.
It could have been a good.
Hmm.
Uh, the only other thing I want to say about Dirty Work is that how big was the clothes budget? Because like every fucking scene,
Uh-huh.
Artie Lang and uh, Norm Macdonald are wearing a different outfit. Like every scene
Yeah,
of
but
the movie.
they're all pretty cheapo. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But they're wearing something different every fucking time
mhm.
they show up on screen. Yeah, this was not a good movie.
Nope.
Was it better? Yeah, I think it was better, but not by much than Dirt Bike Kid.
Oh, I think it was way better. I
Oh,
don't
you
think
think
it.
there's a big? I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah,
there's
yeah.
that big a gap to me.
Oh, I do. I think there is, but Dirty Work is still a bad movie. But The Dirt Bike Kid is terrible. There's nothing redeeming about The Dirt Bike Kid. Dirty Work has a good idea. It has some
Yeah,
funny jokes.
hmm
I don't like
I agree.
I don't like most of the cast, and I think it just kind of falls flat, and it's dated in a lot of bad ways.
Sure,
But like you said, the fish scene was very funny. Uh, but yeah, I think it's a better movie. But yeah, it's not a good movie. Now let's get to the best movie of the series,
yes, number
Joe
one.
Dirt.
number one movie of this three.
2001's number one movie, you heard it here first, is Joe Dirt, starring David Spade. This movie, I laughed 1 minute and 49 seconds in.
Oh, what happened? Mm.
When he pulls up to the security gate and the guy's talking shit about his car and he says something about it being all rusty and he says it'll buff out. I thought that was pretty funny. Like there's no way. I mean the car is just covered in rust. It's delusional. It's good. Uh, I think
Yeah,
there's also
this one is by far the funniest of the
yes.
three.
There is a line later. Fucking what's his name? The guy that used to be on Monday Night Football. Uh,
Oh,
Not Dennis Leary.
no, Dennis Miller.
Dennis Miller. He says something about him doing stunt work for Billy Ray Cyrus. I thought that was funny too. What else? What else? The dog with the nuts frozen to the porch is good.
Yeah, my note for that is, oh my god, that is not cool. And then it just in parentheses it says dog nuts.
Kid Rock, gross.
Yeah, I said, holy shit, is that Kid Rock? But
Mm,
also, I was like, are those other guys famous?
I don't
I
know.
didn't know because there's like a couple other guys with him, and I was like,
Mm.
are those famous people? I have no fucking idea. But
I
also,
guess it.
we need to go back a little bit
Okay.
to the beginning of the movie. One of the first notes I wrote was, "Oh no, I had those sideburns in high school."
Mm-hmm.
Because I had big ass side. They were bigger than his, but like it was like I had big ass sideburns
Mm-hmm.
in sophomore year of high school.
I can't do that. I have almost nothing here, like a baby's butt.
You can pull off his though.
No, I know I can't. It starts here on my
Oh,
cheek or my chin. I got
mm.
nothing here, man. Almost nothing. Couple streaks.
Also the the explanation of the wig
Uh-huh.
fusing to his head really got me.
Uh-huh.
I had to pause the movie because it made me laugh so.
Oh wow.
I, I don't know why. Even now it's really funny to me that your skull would eat.
Uh-huh. You like
It's
that, huh?
it's so stupid.
It is.
Uh, yeah, that's yeah. That one really got me.
I was gonna ask. So okay, well, so I watched the first and the second one. Second one also has the bad guy, right? So you were saying something about Kid Rock and if the other guys are famous. I doubt it because the bad guys in the second movie, the main bad guy is the Mark McGrath, lead singer from Sugar Ray, and I think he's just with
Oh,
some other cronies, but I don't think they're famous. So I think it's just kind of the same kind of thing. My guess, but I'm not sure.
uh,
Um, Also, both movies have this kind of storytelling conceit. So in the first movie, Dennis Miller is the radio host and he's telling his story. Second movie, it's basically like Forrest Gump. He's sitting on a bench waiting for a bus, telling his story. Uh, did you like that storytelling device? Because
No,
I did not.
no, I thought it was really bad.
Hmm. Me
Like
too.
coming back to uh, Dennis Miller.
Hmm.
I don't like Dennis Miller,
I'm not
which
surprised.
is a problem to begin with. But
Hmm.
coming back to him, just and because like it felt like, oh, okay, this is like telling a story, and then it
Hmm.
was like, oh yeah, hey, back to this. Oh, that's right, it's a interview with
Hmm.
this guy, and they're also like, and the like the premise of the interview, they're just like shit talking him or like being like an asshole to him.
Yeah.
Like I didn't like that part either.
Mm. Yeah. So Miller also shows up in the second one, and it's he's way more fourth wall breaking. Like the second one is wildly very aware of what it's much more aware of what it's doing than this movie even is.
Mhm.
Uh, it's just like a pastiche of you know making fun of other movies. A lot of it is. Um, it's weird. I don't. I think this is a better movie than the second one, um, but again, yeah, it's not very good. Also, gross the atom bomb when they open it up and it's just poop all over. It's gross, so gross, so gross. And
I, I agree.
for a movie that's only 91 minutes long, it felt a lot longer than that.
Oh well, yeah. This did take me 2 days to get to.
Mm.
I mean, it was because I was sleepy and couldn't get to the end, but also if it was a good movie, I could have pushed through. But I was
Hmm.
like, I'm just gonna go to bed.
You made the right decision.
I'll finish this later.
Speaking of finishing this, Joe Dirt 2, only notes I have, it's the same kind of storytelling thing. Baron Davis, NBA player Baron Davis, makes a weird cameo as a doctor. And it's like, oh, is that Baron Davis? That's
That's
very weird. Why is he in this
why.
movie? I don't know. But he was pretty funny. Um, and that's it. The Dirt. The Dirt is the best movie of these five, and you should watch The Dirt. It's good, actually. Everybody should watch The Dirt.
A movie not on the list of
Not on the list.
movies that we watched.
Uh-huh. Good movie, decent casting. It is strange that the four members of Motley Crue are made up by one American, who is Machine Gun Kelly. He plays
I was gonna
Tommy.
say who's the cast of The Dirt? I don't know.
He plays
So it's
Tommy
Machine Gun
Tommy
Kelly.
Lee.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The other three members of the band are made up of an English guy, a Welsh guy, and an Australian guy.
Oh,
So, for the most part, their accents hold up. I'd say there was like the only reason I checked this is because Nikki Six, somewhere around the beginning of the movie, I was listening to him and I was like, did I hear an accent there? It's like, but the most part, it held up pretty good. But yeah, it's interesting that they did not go with Americans for all four characters. But yeah, only one American, and it's Machine Gun Kelly. Colston Barker or something like that. Baker Barker. No, Travis Barker.
uh,
Colston.
what are you talking about?
His real name.
Oh,
Yeah,
Machine Gun. I have no idea.
his real name's maybe it's Colton or Colston Baker.
Travis Barker is the drummer for Blink 182.
He's also Machine Gun Kelly's drummer a lot.
Sure. but he's not Machine Gun Kelly.
No, but his name is something similar. It's like Colton Baker, maybe is what it is. Anyway,
I have
it's
no
not
idea.
Barker. They're not brothers.
No.
No, not that I know of. All right, so the next question is: are Dirty Movies the one of the three best movie series of all time?
Let me check. No,
Just outside the top three.
I I did definitely look at the list of movies.
Oh, you did.
I did, yes.
They're on the screen right now for everybody. The Dollars trilogy at number one, Mad Max, and number three is John Cazale was also in three other movies.
Mm.
And coming
Those
in
sound
fourth
like those sound
fourth
like
place,
oh yeah, just a close for.
Dirty Movies. All right, so now the part of the show that everybody's been looking forward to the most, we have the next movies to be chosen. Boom. Here's our wheel. How do I? Oh, in Skype. I share this to you in Skype, right?
Yeah, I can't see the wheel.
Because and also it would be slow to how do I share my screen in Skype. Oh, we have to do a call first. Okay, we're doing a call in Skype. Oh, it's so loud. There we go. And then you have to mute yourself. I have to mute myself.
Mute.
And I have to. I would love to share my screen. There it is. This one. Okay, can you see it?
Yes.
All right, so here's the factor. Let's spin in now. What's the factor? I hope it's a quick game. No, it's not. It's the time between the first and the last movie.
Time between first and last. Okay. Okay.
Mine is. I think it's like. It's not that much.
I don't think mine's that much either.
Definitely, I've got to pick four movies, which definitely is a disadvantage.
Yeah.
The more movies you go. Okay.
Are we going year or do we need like month?
Well, let's go year first. If we have the same number, then maybe we'll talk about going month. Okay. I've got first movie to last movie in the series is 11 years.
Mine is 6 years.
Okay. You are 6, I'm 11, which means we go to least, most. I am most, you are least. Ready?
Oh, yeah.
I'm most, you're least. And spin it. Come on, most. Come on, most. Come on, most. Yes! That's a most, baby.
Dang. I was hoping for mine.
Sure, we all were. But we got mine.
Oh.
So, I can stop sharing my screen with you in Skype. And I've done that. And now we get to my movies, 4 movies this time. I'm going to shoot off a couple of hints here. First movie is 1944. Last movie is 1965. Probably not helpful.
God.
Not helpful.
44 to 65?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Shit, I calculated wrong. That's actually 21 years. So same result, but
Doesn't matter. But Huh. 44 to 65. I'm just trying to think, what do I even have a guess? Currently, no.
Okay, next.
Okay.
Each movie in the series gets longer.
Doesn't help.
Nope, they're all very long.
Oh, cool.
Again, not helpful. Well, the first movie is only 2 hours and 16 minutes.
Okay. So you're, I feel like you're really pulling me.
Uh, they're all very long, and they get longer as we go, and it's a stark contrast to the Dirty movies.
40, what did you say? 44?
1944 is the first movie. Um, they each movie is not directly connected, except in two very important ways. One,
Okay.
the lead actor is the same. Lead actor, not character. Lead actor is the same. Two, uh, they're all based on books by the same author. Three,
Okay.
the lead actor was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actor in each of the four movies.
Huh. Um, can I ask questions?
Go for it. Those are all the hints I can give you. I can tell you some more stuff, but probably after.
Is this a British actor?
Yes.
Okay.
He's from. Okay. Yeah, I'll tell you this now. He's from the town of Dorking. Dorking.
Right. Okay. Cool.
It's a great name for a town,
Yeah.
Dorking.
Super helpful.
He directed and produced the first three of these movies.
Are these Hammer movies?
Like MC Hammer?
No, like the British horror. Well, horror
Nope.
in quotes horror. Hammer.
I'm gonna guess not.
No,
Is that was that active in the 1940s?
I don't know.
The only other factoid I have is I've never seen a movie with this guy in it. However, he does appear as a narrator in a movie that both of us have seen, I believe. I've seen it for sure, and I think you have as well. And that movie is also connected to these other four movies, written by the same person.
Are they horror movies?
No,
Okay, just checking.
no,
I didn't think so.
they're not. I can confirm.
Hmm. All right, they're British.
British.
44. What'd you say? 61?
65.
65 is the last one. So 44 is the first one.
First one in this series, yes. Not his first movie.
Sure. And it's a series of movies? Like these are all connected?
Like I said specifically, they are connected in two ways, and that is that they have the same lead actor and they have the same author of the source material.
Oh, that's right. Forgot about the author part. Is
The
the
author is
author
also
British?
British. Yes.
Okay. Don't know. I have no idea. Um,
Who's the most famous British author you know?
Uh, Probably William Shakespeare.
I've heard of him.
Guess he's probably the most famous. I'm
Who's the
guessing it's
most famous?
not
Who's the
him.
most?
He might be the most famous playwright, probably not the most famous author. I think that might have been not
Is there a
fair.
distinction between author and playwright?
Yeah, I think there is.
Okay. Who's the most famous playwright you know?
I just said William Shakespeare.
Okay. Who's the most famous actor from England that you know?
All right, so this is oh no.
I will say the first line of Wikipedia, William Shakespeare Wikipedia says William Shakespeare was an English playwright, poet, and actor. Does not say author.
Okay.
Nice work.
Well, okay, hold on. Should I be going down the William Shakespeare line? Is that
Yes,
okay?
these are all based on William Shakespeare plays.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Um,
And then the one movie by source material, William Shakespeare, that we've seen that this actor did the narration for is what movie?
no.
Probably watched it in junior high school. We've talked about it recently.
Did we?
Mm-hmm. Because we talked about West Side Story.
Mm-hmm. We did.
Which is based on.
Romeo and Juliet.
Right. Did you not watch the Romeo and Juliet movie in junior high school?
Yeah, no, I did.
There you go. So he's the narrator in that movie.
I don't
Like I,
zero idea who that
that's
is.
yeah, right, right. But like I said, that's the only movie he's been in any capacity that I've ever seen. But back to my question. Who's the most famous British actor that you can think of? Most lauded British actor of all time.
That's hard because I really sorry for all our English fans that we don't have, but I don't give a fuck about England. Um, I don't
Ouch.
know.
England. I didn't say that. He said.
I said it. I will stand by it. I don't give a shit.
I love you, England.
I don't know why Americans give a shit about England. I think it's weird. Um, oh man, I don't know. The most famous British actor is
Actor.
probably what's his name? Oh no. I've lost my mind. What's his name? Star Trek guy. That's who I'm going with.
Jean-Luc Picard.
Yeah, that's
Uh, what
that
is his
that's.
name?
I
Not
don't know.
William
I
Shatner. Holy crap! I
no.
can't. It's Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart is clearly not the right answer.
No, definitely not the right answer. All right, I'm gonna tell you. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, I'm never going to get that. I have no idea.
So we're gonna watch four movies that star Sir Laurence Olivier.
Oh, okay. He was the star of a movie.
He's the star of many movies, actually.
I'm
Shockingly,
I'm sure
shockingly enough.
I know the name, could
Uh-huh.
not tell you a single movie he's in.
Yeah. Well, you will not be able to say that after we watch these four movies for at least a couple of weeks, and then maybe you'll go back to forgetting any movie that he's ever been in. But
No, probably.
maybe a movie you might have seen him in was called Marathon Man. I think for me that's maybe the one that stands out the most, but it's a movie I've never seen. It stars Dustin Hoffman in it.
Never heard of it.
Uh, he was in
Never seen it.
Wuthering Heights, 1939 Wuthering Heights. Anyway, doesn't
Well,
matter. Oh,
that seems unfair because you said 1944.
that's yeah. I mean, that's the movie we're going to be watching.
You said 39.
He's in Wuthering Heights in 1939.
Yeah, but you said his first. Well, you said he was a star from 44.
No, I did not.
It doesn't matter. I don't even know who he is.
I said the first movie that we're going to be watching is okay. So the reason I chose these movies is they're four movies by William Shakespeare. I mean, he didn't make the
Uh,
movie; he made the source material. He played the lead actor in all four. He was nominated Best Actor for all four. These are the four times he played in a Shakespeare movie. So he was nominated for Best Actor all four times.
Wuthering Heights? What's that one based on?
Um, it's also based on a book, I believe, but it's not Shakespeare. It's Emily Bronte.
Okay,
Surprised you haven't read that.
I have not.
Yeah. So Laurence Olivier is
Wait, hold on. What's the other two?
well, I haven't told you any of the movies yet. These are not those are not the we're not watching Wuthering Heights. That's just a movie he was in.
Oh, I thought that was what we were watching. What?
No, Wuthering Heights is not by Shakespeare. How would that doesn't make any sense. The four movies we're watching.
Okay, I'm so confused.
Yeah, you are. The four movies we're watching are four movies based on Shakespearean plays. First one is
Okay,
Henry the Fifth. Henry the Fifth.
okay. I wouldn't call that based on a Shakespearean play. I would say that it is a
Well,
Shakespearean play.
there could be some, it's for a movie, so it's not a stage play. We're not watching a stage play of Henry the Fifth.
Okay, sure.
We're
Okay.
watching a movie. Uh, Second movie is Hamlet. You might have heard of this one.
Hamilton? Oh yeah, the rap one.
Yeah, about the president. That's the one.
Uh-huh.
The third one is Richard the Third,
Okay.
and the fourth is Othello.
The last two I don't know. Othello and Richard the Third. I don't think I know the stories of those.
Well, the wild thing is Othello is about a black guy, but he is not. So we'll see how that goes, huh?
Hopefully that's from the 40s.
No, that one's 1965. So he's gonna have an afro, probably.
Basically, the Warriors.
Yeah, that would be sick. I think.
I'm surprised that you are the one that pulled us into this. I feel like this is something I would do.
Why is that?
Because it's the type of thing I would do. So I'm surprised and happy that you did it and I didn't.
Of all Olivier's Shakespeare films, Othello is the one with the least music. Um, yeah, I think Othello might be slightly problematic nowadays. But we'll get to that when we watch them. So anyway, I'm excited to see these
Great.
movies.
Like I said, I don't know anything about Othello, but apparently I might learn
Ooh,
something.
let's hope, huh?
Hmm. Do I need to read these? Probably not. Not gonna do that.
God, no, can't imagine. That's why they made them into movies. All right, well, that's the end of that. Stick tuned. We've got four, not Hamilton, Shakespeare movies coming up, and we've got a five bagger on deck of a movie I picked. Oh yeah, Stone Cold.
I've not watched yet, but I'm looking
Well, you,
forward to it.
you can't watch it until I start watching it. I mean, you
I
can.
well, I can watch whenever.
No, I
I'm
don't think so. I
involved.
think you have to ask me first. You need permission.
You have to ask permission for to watch Stone Cold.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
it's true. Check it out.
That's weird.
Read the rules.